The biggest problem where most high ticket service providers are actually losing deals, they're sometimes posting content, maybe they're also getting good quality people who are commenting on their post, but they don't know exactly how to turn a comment into a lead without being desperate, pushy, or like constantly following up with them in the DMs. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that. But before I do that, my name is Diti Jain, founder and CEO of Consistent Clients, where we help coaches, consultants, service providers to sell high ticket services without burnout, without going broke or without doing burnout. And if you want to know more exactly about how can we specifically help you out, I've created a course using which you can generate 100 plus high quality leads on automation every single week. The link to join that course is in the description below. Now let me get into the specific part, that how to turn a comment into a lead without sliding into the DMs. So the biggest mistake people make, as soon as they see a comment, someone comments on your post something like, "This is so helpful, this is literally me right now." The biggest wrong move that you could do right away is you reply, "Thank you so much," and move on. The conversation dies, the lead goes cold. Or the second move you could do is you slide into the DMs and you're like, "Hey, I just saw your comment. I would love to chat about how can I help." They feel bushed and they ghost. Both are leaving money on the table. That comment is like a buying signal, which most people have absolutely no idea about, and you're just leaving money on the table by doing this mistake. So, whenever somebody actually comments on your post, a commentator has already done three things that a cold lead hasn't. Stop behaving like a cold lead with that person. First of all, they've stopped scrolling. In a feed designed to keep people moving, they have stopped. Something that you said hit hard enough to interrupt their pattern, right? They formed their opinion about you as well. Comment is not passive. It requires thought, it requires to type, it requires effort. So even if this is helpful, means they've processed your comment and decided that it was worth acknowledging something that you've posted. So they see as a person of value. And third is they went public. They said it in front of their own followers in your comment section. This is a commitment. That is a warm lead sitting in your comment section right now. Now, the biggest difference between the service provider who struggles with leads and the ones who fills their pipeline from content is knowing what to do with the comment in the next 60 seconds. Now, the problem with sliding into the DMs is you are actually skipping a step. When you DM someone immediately after they comment, you broke an unspoken social contract is that they came to your content publicly. They expected a public interaction. Instead, you appeared in their private inbox without actually them giving an invitation. Like they did not message you or something like that unless it was a lead magnet or something like that. So the moment someone feels sold to, they shut up, and not because they don't want to know what your offer is, but their guard is, and it's very simple. How many times people from banks, insurance companies, investments, all those kind of people are actually calling you constantly on your phone, and you're cutting the call again and again. That's how your prospects feel when you DM them just immediately. So the step that you've skipped makes them actually want to come to you very easily and very naturally. So we use the CPVA method, the 4 steps every comment method. C is capture attention, P is planting the seed, V is validate and invite, and A is awaiting their signal. So that you are not chasing them into their inbox, you're building enough curiosity that they actually knock your door and they're like, "Aditi, what's this about? Tell me more." And we get comments like this every single day. Step number 1 is capturing attention. So there are basically 5 types of comments that you could use. See, let's say your Instagram post is about losing leads after sharing price, and they're commenting like, "This is so helpful, I needed this today, this is what exactly was I thinking." The wrong reply is, "Thank you so much, I know," something like that. But the right reply could be something like this: "Really glad that it landed." Most service providers in your position feel this way, but don't realize that most part people miss is give them a very specific insight. Does that match with what you're dealing right now? Or ask an open-ended question that they would actually want to give a response to. Now you gave them something new, specific insight. You ended a question about them. Almost impossible not to answer. Comment type 2 can be like a relatable comment. You could actually use anything. That depends on the kind of post that you've done, and it also depends on the kind of personality you. So let's say you're posting about losing leads after sharing price. "This is absolutely me, story of my life. Why does this feel so personal?" Wrong reply could be, "Ha, you cannot be more wrong." Right reply would be right. And the worst part is, once you see it, you cannot unsee it. How long have you been dealing with this specific thing? I'm asking because it completely changes which part to fix. You validated them, created curiosity about a fix, and asked a qualified question disguised as a caring follow-up. Comment type 3 could be like the question comment. Again, do not comment like this. If they actually ask a question, comment like this. Great question. The short answer is give them a specific answer, but the longer answer depends heavily on this. What is your situation right now? Because it completely changes the approach. So you give value, you've established your expertise, ask a question about what they have to think about to answer and which makes them more invested. Comment number 4 can be the skeptical comment, which is like the most qualified one. This sounds great in theory if people are being like skepticism, and I get that a lot on my post, and I also get a lot. You've copied this, you've copied that, you've got all of that I get. So you could actually use some sort of this type of comment, and you would be like, skeptics have decided to solve the problem before. This means they have a budget history, they've invested in solutions, and they are your most qualified comment leads. Comment number 5 would be like the tagging, that they're actually tagging a friend, that you need to see this, all of that. The fact that you thought of this when you saw this tells me you are dealing with the same thing. How has this been going? Has been something you've been navigating. The tagger engaged twice, once by commenting, once by thinking of it, someone else who needs this, and this investment is rare. So always acknowledge it. Step number 2, which is planting the seed. First type of step that we have done is capturing the attention. Step number 2 is planting the seed. When you plant the seed, tell them one line that creates curiosity without you pitching them. The incomplete sentence is the most powerful tool in organic sales, and if you want to know exactly how can you convert your Instagram into a great sales machine and get 100 plus qualified buyers every single week using Instagram and Meta ads, then click on the description link below where I show you exactly how to do that using the ACAS Micro Offer Academy. So when you give a full answer, they have what they need. They leave. But when you give a partial answer and stop, they have to come back for the rest. So reflect on what they said, and here are some scripts for partial answers that you would actually pause this video, write it down. Now, rule of 3, stop before the answer, let the incompleteness do the work. Do not answer everything, let the incompleteness do the work. Alright. Step number 3 is validate and invite. So give them a path, not a push. Wrong invite would be, I would love to chat more. Right invite would be a soft conditional that makes them feel like they are choosing. Happy to send you over this particular framework or workbook, anything. Just DM me this keyword if you want the full picture. And if people want it and they don't feel like you're being too pushy, salesy, they will definitely send you the keyword. You could actually use any of these scripts and this could definitely work for you. Now the keyword mechanic act, like how to pick your keyword, and then for post about sales, conversation, price, handling, leads, script, system close, something that is very easy to type and easily. Anyone who DMs you the keyword has self-selected as a warm lead. They raise their hand. Now the DM is not cold. It's a conversation that they start. See how simple it can be. And last step is wait their signal. This is the hardest step. Do nothing, let them come to you. Do not chase, wait. And if you want them to actually come to you faster, you could just go on their profile and leave some thoughtful comments. But do not do a lot of chasing. The moment you chase, the dynamic absolutely shifts. You become the seller, they become the buyer with all the power. When they come to you, they are seeking, you are the resource, the sale becomes dramatically easier. So 24 the keyword within 24 hours, respond immediately. And they reply positively, but don't wait 24 hours and then leave one final comment. And this is like the template that you could use. Never just following up with no context. The message has no value. It creates pressure, and pressure makes people go quieter. Now, when they DM the keyword, send this first before anything else. Hey name, thanks for reaching out. So I can send you the most relevant resource. Can I ask you what is the main challenge you're facing in related to your business or whatever your niche? So this is how exactly you're going to turn any comment into a lead within just 24 hours. So here's the complete CPVA sequence that I have added with like you could use these examples and you could take inspiration from that. You can just pause the video to get all of these examples. And if you want access to this document, just comment DOC in the comment section below, and if I get at least 15 comments, I'm going to make this for public and add it in the. Now here are some reach tips that will not kill your distribution. Reply right or lose reach. Never use links in comment replies. Like Instagram anyways doesn't make it clickable, so it doesn't make any sense. Never use the same template twice in a row. Instagram reads pattern. Same structure 10 times, you will automatically be flagged. Vary the words every time. Reply within the first 60 minutes of posting. This is when algorithm also watches more closely. Early replies are going to send algorithm a signal that this is a high engagement post. So you'll get more distribution, more comments, more leads, all of that. So here's the entire CPVA method that I've shared with you today. Your homework right now is go through the last 3 posts, find every comment that is more than just an emoji. I need, this is helpful, I needed this is me right now. Those leads are sitting there going cold. Reply to every single one of them using the CPVA script. And if you want to know exactly how we generate 100 plus qualified leads every single week who are pre-sold buyers without doing organic, without doing cold DMs, nothing, a system that runs on complete automation, then all you have to do is click on the description or click over here and join the ACAS Academy. That's it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.